Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age 2. In our last episode, we closed out Act 2, went toe-to-toe with the Hawke, and somehow single-handedly managed to defeat him, and pretty much sent the Canary packing, and Isabella essentially, well, she ended up taking responsibility for her actions. And now we've moved 3 years later, and things between Templar and mages have not exactly become resolved here in Kirkwall. Not a huge surprise. So we're kicking off Act 3 now. I guess we're going to chat with some of the citizens who are watching the big spectacle up here.
The Knight Commander's mad. I wish you really were the Viscount.
I kind of really wish that Clive was the Viscount too. I bet he probably could do a better job. I'm betting my money on Clive being a much better Viscount than, well, than, I guess, Meredith.
The Viscount had no heir. Will you take his place, champion?
That would be a good option.
I've got a daughter in the circle. There's a lot of mages in the city who aren't blood mages.
Yeah, well, Clive isn't one of them.
The Knight Commander's getting out of control.
I hear you. Terboss.
Many Canary fell in Kirkwall when we departed. I am sent to gather their swords.
Oh.
If you find a Canary sword, return it to me.
After 3 years?
Don't you want their bodies too?
Their husks serve no purpose. The weapons shall satisfy a demand of the Qun.
Clive isn't going to ask for a reward because it doesn't seem appropriate to ask for a reward for this. Sure.
I'll keep an eye out.
You will find me here.
Thank you. I will do my best to find you your lost swords. I mean, it's the least I could do.
Chantry last week, Fenris, but I haven't seen you back since.
I was only delivering something. You needn't concern yourself.
Oh.
But you were praying. Or was that part of the delivery?
I was trying to blend in.
Oh, yes. You wouldn't want to ruin your reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have a city to reconquer?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be our Viscount, champion? I know I feel safe with you in the keep.
Yeah, I kind of wonder why Hawke hasn't become Viscount yet. I mean, clearly the public wants him to be.
You should really post some guards outside your estate, considering all the trouble you get into.
That's a good possibility. Okay, home sweet home. Although I'm sure it's not the same without Mother.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
That ruckus has been going on for some time. Can you calm him down?
Ruckus? Oh, it's our dog.
Things have been very troubling these last few years, haven't they?
Yeah, Bodan.
I was thinking that it might soon be time for my boy and I to move on.
Aww. Really? Where would you go?
Back to the merchant's life, I suppose.
It's an honor to serve the champion of Kirkwall, make no mistake. But I'm getting older. It's time to see the Sandal's future.
That's a good point.
I'll stay on until arrangements are made. I hope that's all right.
Of course.
I'm almost tempted to go along with you.
Have a bit of the wanderlust yourself, eh?
I mean, things here in Kirkwall aren't exactly the best right now.
Hopefully this business with the Templars doesn't get worse before we go. I worry about you, Miss Eyre.
Thank you, Bodan. You're so sweet, Bodan. I'm gonna miss you when you leave, Bodan. Thank you so much for everything these last, at least, 4 years?
Quite a lovely estate you have here. Isn't that right, Sandal?
Well, I'm sorry I broke it.
Yes. Well, we'll get that replaced right away. Sorry about that. The old lady is scary.
Old lady?
There is no old lady, Sandal. How many times do I have to tell you that?
What's this about?
Oh, my boy sees things sometimes. Says he saw an old lady standing by his bed.
Creepy.
She has a scary laugh. Yes, well, there you go.
That sounds very familiar, actually. What does this old lady look like? What are you pulling out from your butt, Sandal? Oh, he's probably scratching.
One day the magic will come back. All of it.
What?
Everyone will be just like they were. The shadows will part, and the skies will open wide. Huh?
What?
What's this? When he rises, everyone will see. By the ancestors, what's gotten into you, my boy? Enchantment? That's more like it.
The skies will open. When he rises, everyone will see. I have a feeling we're meant to remember that, folks. I have a very sinking feeling. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, some of the stuff that Sandal is saying just now kind of rings a bell. But I'm not going to give anything away if you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
That big tower in the lake is scary.
Oh, you mean the mage tower?
Gallows.
Oh, the gallows.
Could I have some salamanders, please?
Of course, Sandal.
Don't do it. That's where the boom comes from, I think.
That's where the boom comes from.
Your house is pretty.
Thank you, Sandal. You're so sweet.
I make enchantments.
Yes, you do.
I make enchantments.
Yes, you do. Speaking of which, I don't think I need to enchant anything at the moment. I don't really buy that many runes, and I think the problem is, well, it's not really a problem, but unlike Origins, if you can't remove, as far as I know, once you put a rune into a equipment, you can't remove it. Unlike, you know, I kind of like the fact that you were able to
I can make it for you.
pull enchantments off of equipment and put it to another equipment instead of just replacing them, but what can you do? Alright, we need... Oh, Elixir of Heroism. I need Ambrosia. This rare potion appears to age whoever consumes it. Level +1 for all party members? I'm assuming temporarily. Let's buy some Life Ward potions. And... I've probably used up a lot of our... Well, we still have 12 Elf Fruit potions. And 2 health potions. No Lyrium potions. And 8 Life Ward. Okay, we still have a good amount. Let's see if we got any mail. On the loose. Champion, I require your assistance in a matter of great urgency. Please report to the Templar Hall in the Gallows at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Knight Commander Meredith. Knight Commander Meredith is asking a blood mage to help. Alright. Who needs recruiting? Champion, you simply must help me. My daughter, Orlana, was abducted by foul bandits. One of my servants has discovered she was taken somewhere in the Wounded Coast. I bid you make haste, for I fear these low-born scum will take her maidenhood. That would make the arrangement of a suitable marriage for her very difficult. Please return Orlana to me intact. Reginald Thaddeus Sphincter. That sounds kind of important. I might want to do that first thing I have a chance. From Ella. Messere Hawke, maybe you don't remember me. We met briefly, and though it was the most important moment of my life, you've changed so many lives that you probably can't keep them all straight. You rescued me from Sir Ulrich. Oh, that's right. The one that... I think that's the one that Anders almost killed. And you told me to leave Kirkwall. I wanted to tell you that I have. I won't say where I am now, but I'm free, and I'm not looking back. Well, good for you, Ella. I've heard the rumors. Terrible days are coming. I pray for the safety of my family and all the souls in Kirkwall, and especially for you. May Andraste keep you from harm. Sincerely, Ella. Thank you, Ella. A letter from Tevinter. Oh, it's from Fainriel! Awesome, our buddy! Dear Hawke, or is it now Champion Hawke? The story of how you handled the air shock is very popular here. There are few things that Tevinters love more than a tale of Canary defeat. To say the Imperium is a strange place would be a vast understatement. Men and women work magic in the streets while their slaves look on. I watched my own master kill a rival magister in a duel just days ago. Yeesh. Sometimes I look around and I think I understand the Templars back in Kirkwall. My studies are going well. My dreams don't trouble me as much these days. I'm hopeful that, in time, I'll master myself. I just wanted to thank you. I owe you more than my life. I owe you my mind and my future. Fainriel. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I really hope things with Fainriel actually does go well. He deserves it. He seems like a really sweet boy. And I hope we'll see him in Dragon Age 3. That's my huge one of the things on my wish list. Messer, interest rates are the lowest they've been in 200 years, making this the perfect time to take out a mortgage on your estate. The next Viscount will likely raise rates, and if you wait too long, this chance will pass you by. When the Chantry demands tithes on all Hightown estates, where will you be? The lending house of Tankum, Salmare, and Greece can take you through the process of mortgaging your estate with ease and confidence, leaving you with nothing to do but admire your wealth. Speak to our accountant in the Dwarven Merchants Guild for a free consultation before time runs out. Yeah, whatever. Letter from Sister Ariel. Which one is Sister Ariel? To the Champion of Kirkwall. You've done so much for so many people, so you probably don't remember me, but you saved my life. I've spent 3 years thinking about what that awful Lord Harriman might have done to me. Oh, Lord Harriman, that's right. Surely the Maker sent you to shine his light on that madhouse. When I left and walked into the sun, it was like waking from a dream. I don't know how we endured it. That place was a spider's web, and we were the flies. I didn't know where to go at first, but I ended up seeking shelter at the Chantry in Starkhaven. I'm a sister now, and I take my vows next month. They've given me a chance to pay back the good fortune you gave me, and even taught me to read and write. Me, the daughter of a washerwoman. With eternal gratitude, Sister Ariel. I think that was the... Oh, yes, I believe that was the elf that mad crazy Lord Harriman was trying to turn, or one of the guys there was trying to turn into gold, was trying to melt gold on, and she escaped. So, yeah, I believe that's her. On the loose.
Another invitation requesting the presence of the champion. How many noble parties are there each week? Didn't Fenris say all Tevinter wine is made from the blood and tears of slaves?
Ooh.
I hope he was exaggerating.
I hope so too.
Ah, this statue. Wait, where did I get this statue?
It looked like it was one of those statues from... Oh gosh, where was that from? From the sewers of Kirkwall? That's a creepy looking thing. I think we should get rid of it.
Another copy of Anders' manifesto. Has he been stuffing them into all the books?
Ever since he moved in, I'm assuming so. Because Anders has been living with us, I believe, for the last 3 years.
Is that... Isabella? Who carves that into a stairwell?
I don't know. Oh, Mother's room.
It's been years, and it's still difficult going into Mother's room.
I'm sure it is. Oh, Andy. Andy seems to be comfortable lounging around the house in his underwear. Not that Clive is, you know, not that Clive minds at all.
For the Maker's sake, draw the curtains. Do you know what could happen if the Knight Commander spies catch 2 apostates talking?
No? What?
No wonder the demons found you such easy prey.
Come on, Andy. Be a little nicer to Meryl.
Her ignorance will be what draws the Templars down on us.
She is ignorant. That's... I mean, Clive can't argue that. She is naive. And it does get her into trouble. But Clive also knows that Meryl means well, and she, you know, she's a sweet girl. She just needs a little bit of guidance.
Well, if you're really worried about the Templars, have I got a deal for you?
What is it?
This key opens the cellars below the house here. You can get in from Darktown if you ever need a quick escape.
That's so sweet.
I will never understand how you can be so antagonistic by day and so passionate by night. You'll understand when it's me Meredith is coming for.
Andy.
You won't be able to sit by so righteously.
Meryl's gone now. Is this the best you can think to do?
That's what I thought. Okay. Stop worrying your pretty little head, Andy. Hey, Orana, how have you been doing for the last 3 years?
I hope all is well, Master.
I think things are going pretty well. I'm the champion of Kirkwall.
I've been keeping everything clean.
And you're doing an awesome job, Orana. I hope you've been doing well with all the money that I've been giving you for your services.
Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man. It's good to be important.
What is going on?
I'm sure the furniture's very sorry for whatever it did, old boy.
Something in the wardrobe, boy?
All right. Let's see.
Is it Sir...
open the door.
It's Sir
You
Tumnus.
caught a burglar. Good boy.
Sir Tumnus is in the wardrobe. You better come out.
My legs are cramping. Please, just let me go.
You're not a fawn.
You expect me to just let you walk out of here?
Please, sirrah. I was seduced by a crime at a very young age, but your guard monster has scared me towards a path of honest work.
A path of honest work? Really?
I'll give you to the count of 5 before I sick my Mabari on you.
What? Surely you wouldn't.
1,
But...
2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure our guest leaves quickly.
Yes, please do. Thank you, Steve. Quest completed. Beware of dog. Yes.
I wonder how much coin I'd make selling my memoirs.
I don't know. Probably decent amount. You're the champion of Kirkwall.
Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed.
Anders. I mean, Steve.
Anders may have talents, but playing the lute isn't one of them.
Noted.
Lots of old things from Lothering in there. Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sandal.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Our cause is nearly lost.
Oh, come on, Andy. Stop being so worrisome. Stop being emo, Andy. I don't like emo Anders. Okay, it's time for us to go visit some people. Alright, who are we going to take? Isabella's not with us yet. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's see. We took Fenris, Aveline, and Sebastian last. So this time, why don't we take Varric, Anders, and... I mean, I think Meryl's like forgiven us enough by now. I'd like to believe that. Let's go to the Hanged Man. Yeah, because several people, I believe several people want to talk to us.
It was never good. Oh. Well, maybe I'm not as drunk as I used to be then.
Maybe.
I've seen you around Lowtown, haven't I?
I'm the champion of Kirkwall. How do you not recognize
So
me?
he comes down wearing nothing but his boots. We have a few drinks and everyone's laughing at him, but he doesn't care. He was naked. Just airing things out, he said.
Right. Hey, Alistair Wannabe.
Don't mind the drunks. They're friendlier than they look. And they don't bite. Much.
What's the word on the street?
Some Kunari stragglers are lurking about outside the town. I hope someone does something about them.
Any other news?
No one knows when we'll get a new Viscount. Couple nobles tried to claim the title, but Meredith shot them down.
Why did she shoot them all down? Is she purposely trying to stay in power? That's what Clive is thinking.
Any other news?
Bless Althena's heart. She's the only thing keeping Meredith from tearing Orsino apart.
Clive believes that. I mean, Clive believes that Althena's doing a good job trying to maintain order, but he also kind of hopes and he kind of feels that Althena should actually take more action. You know, he kind of feels like she should really put her foot down and take charge of things more, as much as he does like and respect Althena.
Any other news?
People are really tense about the Mages and Templars. If they go to war, Kirkwall will be squashed in between.
I'll believe that.
Any other news?
You hear about the Earl of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
I've heard that story.
Any other news?
No one knows when we'll get a new Viscount. Couple nobles tried to claim the title.
Thanks. I should go.
I should go. I should go. Do you have a black eye, sir? Were you trying to hit on Isabella? I'm kind of figured that's what happened.
You've been drinking?
No. Maybe. Yes. Face it, you don't pay me enough to stay sober at work.
That might be very true. Hey, Izzy! Izzy? How come you're not at my party?
Oh, that looks like the house special. Whiskey flavored with rat droppings.
You don't have to keep checking up on me. I'm fine.
I'm just here for the rat-flavored whiskey.
Right. Remember what you said after the mess with the Kunari.
I'm proud of you for doing the right thing.
It may have been the right thing, but it was also the dumb thing. The relic was mine. I should have kept running.
Hey, it worked out.
I couldn't have saved Kirkwall without you.
Bullshit. You could have stormed the keep and slaughtered all those Kunari if you had to. You and Aveline. I mean, look at her. She's a woman-shaped battering ram.
True.
The fact is, you and I have nothing in common anymore. You're a champion, and I'm just a lying, thieving snake.
Oh, Izzy, don't say that.
Whatever you think you are, I still care about you. It must have been hard to give up the relic, and I appreciate it. Whatever comes, you have my support.
Well, perhaps it's time to stop hiding. And I do miss the trouble we used to get into. Tell you what, I'll be here if you need me.
That's better, my dear. Quest completed. Isabellas Regret. Isabella has resurfaced after a year. Speak to her in Lowtown's Hanged Man pub, and she's been seen drinking. Alright, so apparently we haven't seen Isabella in quite a while, and she's kind of returned.
I think I need a bath. Do you think I need a bath?
You tell me, honey. And I'm assuming she got some sort of punishment, like community service.
And sleeps on a bed made from their bones. And I hear he uses the Arashok's skull as a gravy boat.
You really believe everything you hear, don't you?
I kind of want to pull out, yeah, let's pull out, yeah. I'll get back to you later, Andy.
Commander Meredith's gone a bit mad. I hear she sees enemies everywhere these days.
Nonsense. Meredith's the best thing that's ever happened to this city. She keeps us safe.
Yeah, if you're not a mage, apparently. Let's level some of these people up. Actually, with Izzy, I want to give her this outfit that we got back at the end of Act 2. Color's interesting. Not my favorite of the sets that we've gotten so far. But it'll do. Stats are nice. Plus 117 attack, plus 59 defense, plus 6% critical chance, and plus 15% critical damage. Alright, Izzy, let's level you up. I think we need to increase your dex in order for you to use better weapons. And Did we level this completely? We did. So, alright. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going specialist with Sebastian. And as for Varric, let's see. We've got Scoundrel, Sabotage, Subterfuge. Exploiting their enemy's weakness and taking control of the battle. Sabotage. Excel at users that are adept at stupefying and undermining their foes. I kind of like that for someone who's in melee. Subterfuge talents focus on tricky maneuvering and deception to gain the upper hand in battle. Stealth, evade, lingering shroud, ambush, subtlety, less touch from all attacks and abilities. Yeah, actually, let's give Isabella subterfuge, because as someone who's in melee all the time, these abilities are probably pretty key for her. And she already has stealth and evade. Lingering shroud. Ambush executes an automatic critical hit if striking from stealth. This ability also combines with other talents such as hail of arrows or backstab. Subtlety is adept at the art of subtlety and distraction, generating significantly less threat from all attacks and abilities. As a result, enemies are far less likely to turn on the rogue, which I think is really important. Toss the chameleon's breath. The rogue tosses a flax that shatters in a haze of smoke, obscuring nearby allies for a short time, which means the enemy attacks are much more likely to miss them. I'm gonna get subtlety for right now. Threat generation minus 25%, and work my way. As for Varric. Cunning is okay. Your cunning is actually quite fantastic. But I'll increase it 1, which increases its defense up by 4%. And I kind of want to increase your willpower, Varric. Okay. I'll let Isabella be the subterfuge chick. And as for Varric, Scoundrel, Blindside, back to back, Armistice, distracts all enemies. See, these are kind of Scoundrel is sort of a controllery class, and Clive is already pretty darn controllery as it is. So I think, I think if I had to choose for Varric, his next focus between Sabotage and Scoundrel, it'd be Sabotage. Plus I like a lot of the abilities that Sabotage gives. So let's do Rush. The rogue rushes forward, attempting to knock down the target and all nearby enemies. So I can get Fatiguing Fog and Confusion, because I like Confusion. Yeah. Do I have tactics for this? He doesn't really do anything. If an enemy is... Let's see. No, if self being attacked by type does, hold on, tactics, does, hold on. This hits multiple enemies, right? They'll go rush forward, attempt to knock down the target and all nearby enemies. Okay. We'll say that Varric uses this. Enemy clustered with at least 3 enemies. Use ability. Have I not? Use ability. That's strange. Rush isn't one of the abilities. I am confused. Why can I not use Rush as one of my abilities? Miasmic Flask, Bursting out. Yeah, it's not there. I don't know, guys. Jump to tactic. Oh. Deactivate mode usability. Alright, well, I don't know why we can't just use that ability in our tactics, but it's okay. As for Meryl... your magic is okay. Might want to increase it more, though. Increase your health a little bit, Meryl. Alright, I think I'll increase your cunning. There you go. And then Meryl. Oh. So this is completely done.